Alright. I can't believe people fell for this. You mean to tell me people are super consumeristic and buy crap that they don't need? Oh man, that's insane. What?
Starbucks knew exactly what they were doing. This is the most blatant publicity stunt I have ever seen. If you lined up at 4 a.m. and you didn't get a bear, you got played. Big time.
So stupid. And they look like honey. Like the honey jars that you can just buy from the store.
The Barista cups are a scam. At least it feels like it. I'm supposed to believe that Starbucks made 50,000 cups for almost 41,000 stores nationwide.
Yeah, it's called FOMO. They do this all the time in video games too. Like, buy now or you're never gonna get it.
So limited that only the baristas themselves can get one? Why even release it to the public? Why even put it on your launch page? Why are we letting the baristas sell them out before the store opens? Starbucks should have known this would happen.
They do. They just don't care because they make a lot of money. Welcome to VTuber merch. I mean, you know, some people, they do limited edition ones where it's like, if you don't buy it now, it gets sold out forever. At least some people, they put it up for an indefinite amount of time. It just like sells out.
Make
eventually.
it limited, sure, but they have the numbers to know that more than 50,000 were needed. It's scummy, it's scammy, it feels like a sick joke. You have money, Starbucks, you have money. Use it to make your customers happy, not piss them off.
Yeah, but then you still go buy the things, right? You still go buy their coffee, their Hello Kitty mug. I've been to Starbucks before and I've never bought any merchandise or whatever. I just go there for coffee at most, maybe like once every 3 months.
So you might have heard Starbucks released these bear cups and it turned into an absolute frenzy. People were losing their minds trying to get a hold of one of these cups. But was this one, a holiday drop that went horribly wrong? Or two, a completely intentional publicity stunt created by Starbucks? Spoiler alert,
I think it's both.
It's number two. Big number two by Starbucks. I saw people commenting things like, why was your planning so bad? How did you guys mess this up? This just doesn't make sense. Why were there no cups? But in reality,
because FOMO.
It was all part of a big stunt. So today we're talking about how and why.
Well, that's why Stanley Cups are really popular too. Like, you create false narrative FOMO and you just go crazy. Yeah, you go crazy with it, and then TikToks start popping up like, oh my god, look at this FOMO thing that's gonna go away. By the way, World of Warcraft does this too with the trading post. They introduce this thing where if you play the game, it's like a free battle pass, so you don't have to pay any money for it, even though you're technically buying a subscription to play the game, but that's besides the point. You get this currency, and then there's limited event 1 month items and mounts and like transmogrification like items and stuff that you can like have, and then it goes away forever, right? That's the same thing because it creates FOMO and makes you want to play or pay. All
the insanity that happened around this bear cup frenzy. I feel like knowing about this stuff is so helpful because things like this happen all the time. All around you in 1,000 different ways. You're being pushed, you're being pulled, you're being poked, you're being prodded into doing things you wouldn't normally do using behavioral science and, in this case, really good.
They come back around though? No, they don't. No, they don't. Trading post shit does not come back around. I have a friend that wanted some sort of stupid tabard and it got released like a year or two ago and it never came back. So no, you're wrong.
Marketing.
That shit does not come back. Trading posts? No. Shop mounts? Yes. Fuck you!
If you're calling about the glass teddy bear, we are sold out.
And you might think that this bear cup thing is like over now, but I think Starbucks is just getting started this holiday season. And while everyone was seeing red over a glass bear, I personally prefer seeing red in a way that actually benefits me with today's sponsor, Foreo.
What
if you've
the
ever
hell
been
is that
interested in red light therapy for skincare, this Black Friday is the best time to shop.
What is this?
I've been using a red light.
Whoa, are we cosplaying as the Trapper from Dead by Daylight? What is this?
therapy mask for several years now, and I honestly swear by it. And for the last 6 months, I've been using this, the Foreo FAQ 202, and I'm really
what does it do?
enjoying
Burn
it
your
as part of my
face?
skincare. And yes, it seems crazy, it looks crazy,
Alana,
but don't
you
come for
need
me,
that?
okay? There's
But
scientific
what is it
backing
for?
here. If you think about what light actually is, it's waves. And there is solid clinical proof that specific wavelengths of light can penetrate the skin and stimulate cell function, which for skincare basically means more collagen, which means smoother, firmer, healthier looking skin. The benefits really are amazing.
Okay, hold on. Before I ask, I trust Korean skincare like a lot. Do any Koreans like know if this shit works? Cause like they're crazy about that stuff and they don't fuck around. Yeah.
Actually,
oh my god, no way! Hello, boing boing princess! No way! I literally just started talking about Korea and the Korean guy pops in! No! That's actually insane. I actually summoned him.
for the last 2 or 3 weeks,
No, this is a paid actor. There's no way.
Mask, and I swear my face is more red, it's more splotchy, and it's more dull. And that's why I always come back to it, because
Dude,
I really
I summoned
do
him.
see
It's
unique
crazy.
results with it. The Foreo
was listening.
FAQ202 is really, really easy to use.
Yo, any Koreans actually though? Like, is this bullshit? Koreans have beautiful skin. Like, jokes aside, genuinely, I think a lot of Korean women have beautiful skin, and it's insane what they do. Like, they have crazy, like, serums and, what is it called? They put, like, skincare on their face.
Too. It's completely wireless and ultra lightweight. It's made of this unique flexi fit silicone. It's very comfortable and it kind of molds to fit any face shape. And it has 8 different wavelengths, including the red and near infrared light. I just use the FAQ Squiz app to control the mask. I usually only do the red light, but you can switch between.
It's makeup, Alana. Don't take it too seriously. Okay. I don't know. I've heard good things, even from men.
The different wavelengths, get guided routines, and personalize your set.
Is it mostly makeup or what?
And do something else while getting the benefits, as long as you keep it charged and don't forget. Overall, I love red light therapy and I get great results. If you'd like to check out the FAQ 202,
this looks like Trapper from DBD.
Products,
it's like a special edition like mask.
Are here. Click the link below and don't forget to use my code Doherty35 for an extra 35% off on almost all Foreo products. The code also applies to already discounted items, so you can get up to 50% off at Foreo. Thanks to Foreo for sponsoring today's video.
Thank you for the ad.
So first, some background info on this bear thing, so we're all on the same page. And then we'll get into why this was a big fat scam and impossible to be anything else. On November 6, 2025, Starbucks brought back its holiday menu, as it usually does. This is already the biggest time of year for Starbucks. It's like their Super Bowl. Between fall and Christmas, this is the time of year that makes Starbucks the cultural icon.
Yeah, because people want to spend their money more. It's like a very basic like economic thing as well. If you want to know a fun fact, I know PewDiePie brought it up several times, but the best time for ads and getting advertising revenue on YouTube is actually between November and December, because advertisers are more willing to pay for like placements in ads, because that's when people are home. They're more willing to part with their money because they're in the Christmas spirit. It's like a psychological effect. And then in January, it falls off really hard.
That it is. People get super excited for the holiday drinks,
consumerism.
The treats they bring out. Starbucks has become part of people's Christmas holiday traditions. For me, whenever I would go shopping or like visit my friends or like any other holiday type excuse I would be getting a little Starbucks drink. I would pick up a seasonal beverage to enhance the vibes. A lot of people pick up a beverage to enhance the vibes. People get so excited for the drinks, the holiday treats. I feel like Starbucks season starts with the pumpkin spice latte and ends in the new year. And that's because Starbucks has managed to build itself into people's Christmas traditions. So Starbucks right now is already in its best time of the year. And this time they decided to make
They have a tight grip on women's, like, you know, their proverbial cojones, you know? They got brainwashed since probably, I want to say, Tumblr had a really big effect on women in 2012. Yeah, like a lot of millennial women are growing up now. They're probably having kids, or they have like 10 dogs or 10 cats or whatever. Yeah, and they love this shit.
A little sweeter with this merch drop that included this bear. They called it the Starbucks Barista.
I just hate it because it has a Starbucks logo on it, to be honest, and it's just a plastic honey bear plastic thingy that you can get from like a shop, and you get honey out of it too, so like it's a win-win.
And this is actually one of the videos that they posted to announce it, along with the caption,
wow.
Who's getting a Barista cup on 11/6? Let me know. One of the comments, will there be enough for everyone? Please limit customers to only one.
These white women are learning what gotcha gamers have learned years ago, bro.
Foreshadowing, there would not be enough.
I think I looked up how much one costs on eBay right now, and I think they're $130. Yeah, it's between like $60 to $130, depending. Yeah, I looked it up like a week ago, I'm pretty sure.
For everyone. Okay, here is a full unboxing of this thing. I will admit,
my fucking
I think it was a good drop. People said it looked super Temu, and okay, to be fair, here's one that looks literally very similar to it for $4 Canadian. But I thought it was cute. I thought the hat, the fact that it's
because you're a woman. I mean this in the nicest way possible, but like, I can't stand this crap. Genuinely, I can't. I hate Labubu's. I hate this shit. I hate this corpo logo and everything. You can go. I actually know a local coffee shop was actually making fun of this, and they said, oh, well, if you want to save the environment, we take honey that we use from the store, because they sell this like this type of mold for honey as a container. They use that, and then they clean it out, and then customers can request it for like $1 or something, and then they can keep it. It doesn't have any of the logo or any of this shit, and it's cute, right? And they were making fun of it, and I thought it was so clever. And I was like, oh, this is actually a really good idea. And you're recycling, too, if you're into that kind of thing. You're like, yay, I'm reusing plastic.
Glass and not plastic.
This is such crap. I hate it.
I get it. I thought it was cute. I wouldn't buy it, but it's cute. So cute that people were literally frothing at the mouth over this thing. Absolutely frothing.
I love
the
women.
frenzy began before this bear even
so
hit the
much.
shelves. 30 million views on Starbucks bear
30 million views. What?
post. Commenters immediately like, I need one. I must have this.
How many of them are not woman profile pictures?
Oh my god, I
1,
want
2,
it.
3.
Starbucks, need it. Take my money.
4.
I can't wait.
5.
I want this in France, please.
6.
Please. Is it available in the UK
7.
Starbucks? Czech Republic.
8. And she has a husband too. This one you can't see. Yeah, look. It's a woman with a husband profile picture. Yeah, not a single one of them is a man. That's crazy.
Please. I need it in Germany. Spain, please. So yeah, people were into this bear, and somehow people seem to also know that it was going to be limited in advance, because everyone was all prepared to get up all early and go look for this thing before it potentially sold out. Like it was Christmas morning. In the wee hours of November 6th, people started—
I can't criticize them too hard, because back in 2021 when there was like a GPU shortage, I sat outside my local, like, what is it called? I think it was a Best Buy. And I sat in line in the cold, waiting for them to open the doors, because I really, really needed a new GPU, and I couldn't order one, obviously, because there was a shortage. But at least I got use out of it. It's a computer, right? Like, this is a stupid-ass plastic bear. And I used that GPU for, like, 4 or 5 years.
posting themselves getting up on out of bed extremely early to line up for this.
You could catch me dead doing this shit. The most I ever did was for a GPU, and even then it was only for like an hour.
And line up they did. Depending on the location, lineups were sometimes huge for this bear all across the country. But
this is insane. This is insane. Why? And then oh my god, chat, look, there's a dude here. His girlfriend dragged him along. Can you believe this shit? This won't even last a year. People are gonna forget about this in like literally 2 months. I'm not even joking. And they paid $30 for it. Isn't this pathetic? You think they were like, I would argue that lining up for an iPhone isn't even that bad in terms of like on the consumeristic scale. An iPhone is still stupid to line up for, and I remember people were like making fun of people for lining up in like 2012 when the first one came out, or whatever. I can't remember when it happened. I didn't have money for that shit because I was a kid, but my point is like, why? Why is this a thing?
Thing is, no matter how early someone got up, by the time most people got there, these bears were sold out.
Oh my god, you woke up at 4 a.m. and you couldn't even get the thing, dude. That's crazy.
Think that getting up super early and literally camping
sad.
out would guarantee you a bear.
Nope.
But that wasn't the case.
Nope. This is dystopian. I woke up at 4 a.m. and then I drove for an hour. I drove in an hour into town because I lived in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, right? So technically, the doors only started opening at 5 a.m. These people were here at 3:43, so let's assume generously maybe they live 30 minutes away on average. So they got out there at 3 o'clock in the morning. They probably got up and got dressed, so they were probably up at like 2:15 or something. Oh my god. I hate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, we didn't get one, so now we're gonna.
Dude, I think if I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I didn't get my Starbucks bear cup, I would throw myself into a vat of jelly.
I'll go to a second Starbucks that opens in about 30 minutes. So.
Oh my god, and you're gonna go to a next one. Chat, I think we're living in a dystopian future. I think we're gonna be those bug-eating, pod-living creatures as long as we get to have our Starbucks or whatever, like our plastic consumerist desire sated. My friends and I stood in line for 7 hours to get Diablo 3 Collector's Editions. Don't feel bad. That's not the same! That's not the same. That's cool. You can actually play the game. There's value to it. You had fun. You probably played it for at least a couple of months. This is plastic. This is overpriced plastic.
Let's hope that there's not as many people in line for that one.
This is a million times worse.
Okay, I just got here and there's only like 2 people in line, so I feel good about this one. Okay, this one looks promising.
Oh my lord.
I just drove to another one after that.
She didn't even. This is the 4th one. This has got to be a joke.
Just in case, because it was like right down the road, and they opened at 4:32, so they were like 5 minutes past open, and obviously also ran out. So I think I'm gonna call it for today. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna evaluate my life choices.
You couldn't reevaluate like your life choices after like the second Starbucks? It took you 4 Starbuckses?
And probably buy.
They said it was glass. What the fuck ever? The glass costed $3. Oh, chat, you're arguing semantics with me right now. It's a plastic cup. It's a glass cup with plastic bits on top, and it costs like $3 to make in a sweatshop somewhere. It's still like, it doesn't matter. The point is still glass is a rare metal. Fuck you, shut up. Stop rage baiting me.
I went online for $5,000.
No,
I feel like in this clip you could kind of
so
feel
bad.
the anxiety of being at the back of the line while people are ransacking the shelves and being trapped in your spot where you slowly move forward and people are taking everything.
This is why I have absolutely no hope in like people actually realizing what they're doing, because they're actively doing this and posting this on TikTok. It would be another thing for people to do this and like nobody really knew about it, and then you'd hear about it in passing, like the iPhone thing. Like not everybody was making like TikToks didn't even exist back then. They would just do it, right? But they're filming it and being like, I went to my 4th Starbucks and like I missed a day of work because of this, because I didn't get my stupid cup, my stupid bear cup.
People are digging through all the items, leaving you potentially nothing left.
Oh my lord, man.
So yeah, A lot of people went out looking for this thing. Not that many people got cups. There was a lot of disappointment, a lot of chaos, a lot of angry, entitled customers, tons of temper tantrums toward the baristas, and just sort of hostility toward the baristas in general.
Yeah, I feel bad. Genuinely, I feel bad for the people that have to deal with this because corporate America needs to have their like bottom dollar like increased. Yeah.
Specifically because at a lot of locations...
They probably got yelled at, they got screamed at, Karen'd at, being like, where's my cup? You guys said you have a cup! And they're like, Since
the baristas were the only ones to get a bear.
It's not their fault.
There were also 2 Hello Kitty cups now, and I brought it up, and I was told to come back to me in an hour, and I said, will you take my information? And they were...
Oh my god, what? Hold on, let me turn this up for a second. I need to hear this better. Hold.
Hello Kitty cups now, and I brought it up, and I was told to come back to me in an hour, and I said, will you take my information? And they refused to, and took the 2 cups.
So you got one of the cups. So if we find out...
I did see a few videos.
She got mad because she only got 1 cup? Are you serious? Oh my god! Oh my lord, man. This is America. This is America. The West has fallen.
Videos of people managing to snag one, but those were really few and far between. Plus, all across Starbucks social media, people were outraged. All these people went from being really excited to go spend $30 on a glass cup to angry and annoyed about how all of this went down.
If I was the Starbucks CEO, I would be rubbing my hands together like a fly and buying my 4th yacht and laughing all the way to the bank. I'd be like, these fucking people are fucking retarded, ripping their throats apart for a fucking Starbucks cup. This is so, it's just, yeah, $30 for a $10 product, or you can go to the factory and get it for $3.
Up at 4 a.m. and drove to a location that specifically said it would have this cup. I was first in line. They didn't have it. I drove to 4 more locations. None of them had it and said they never did. If you're gonna excite people over this, then make sure all stores have supply. So many people are disappointed.
You want to know why they did that? Because they knew you woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and they didn't distribute the cups. And they knew you would just go and buy a cup of coffee at 4 o'clock in the morning anyway. Like, honestly, this is kind of evil and clever, too. Because they realize it's not there and they're like, oh, well, I might as well, like, buy a coffee. And that makes a good, a good profit. You got played.
800 likes on that. While supplies last, and the supply is 1 cup. 1 cup per store, and had the audacity to promote this? This should have been a silent release. So why is it that Starbucks doesn't sell anything online? And why is the inventory so limited? Never seen a company not want money. There's obviously a demand. Just wondering why they were hyping this up so much if apparently only 2 cups are available at each store. So how did this launch go so horribly wrong? This seemed like a slam dunk for Starbucks, and yet the opposite happened. By the evening of November 6th,
No, it was a slam dunk for their wallets.
Still talking about launch day. Starbucks decided that they would issue an apology. So I see all the headlines about this apology. I'm looking for it on their Instagram. I'm looking for it on their TikTok. I'm looking for it on their website. They have this whole section here called news. They didn't say anything about it on there.
We're sorry. We're not actually sorry because you still bought our merchandise and you're still bitching and drinking your Starbucks. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
And I can't find this apology anywhere. And it turns out it's because it was not posted to any of their channels. It was just sent through the news. It wasn't posted for their fans and followers. It was a blast sent through all the news outlets via email, which is evil. A major red flag, okay? But let's look at their apology. In a statement to ABC News on Thursday, a Starbucks spokesperson said, "The excitement for our merchandise exceeded even our biggest expectations. And despite shipping more Barista cups to coffee houses than almost any other merchandise item this holiday season, the Barista cup and some other items sold out fast. We understand many customers were excited about the Barista cup and apologize for the disappointment this may have caused." They added, "We have more exciting merchandise coming this holiday season."
We made a promise before the election that we would vote against any rise in fees under any circumstances. But that was a mistake.
Hello, I'm Tony Hayward, President and CEO of BP. Our accidental drilling spill again in the Gulf is a tragedy that should have never happened.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
We made a mistake.
I'm deeply sorry.
We're sorry.
More importantly, most important of all,
Sorry.
you've got to
We're sorry. We're really sorry, you guys.
So Starbucks sent this exact email to NBC,
sorry.
to Fox, to CNN, to everyone on the very same day that they launched the cups. But if they were so sorry to their customers, why wouldn't they just say it to their customers? They have so
they
many
don't
means
give
of
a
saying sorry,
fuck.
TikTok, Instagram, their website. They opted not to use any of them and decided to go and talk to the news instead. They want
They don't care. I want to strangle everyone that's like pissed and mauling out and be like, why didn't they say sorry? Because I don't give a fuck.
what that suggests is that this wasn't an apology. It was a media blast. It was a publicity play. Now more than ever,
Yep.
negative press is good press,
Yes.
especially when the story
Going
here
viral is amazing.
Sorry you guys wanted our product so bad. Sorry Starbucks is so cool that it caused chaos. So Starbucks
They saw Pokemon doing the exact same thing with the evolution set or whatever, and yeah, it's the same thing. Exactly the same thing.
wasn't really saying sorry. They were just generating more attention. Okay, but anyway, that was just a side note because the bigger point here is that most of that was a bold-faced lie. Okay? You think Starbucks had no idea how many bears they needed and miscounted that bad?
Yes.
Please.
People are stupid. They don't know how to count. People are stupid and think that every other companies are absolutely incompetent, but to this extent, nope.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Starbucks knew exactly what they were doing. This is the most blatant publicity stunt I have ever seen. And I'll show you exactly how in a minute. But for those still wondering, like, but why would they do this? They lost so much money by not having enough cups available. Customers are sad. Customers are disappointed. Isn't, the customer always right? Aren't we trying to make the customers happy?
No.
This is such a bad look for Starbucks. Their baristas are sad. Their baristas are stressed. They're being heckled. Doesn't Starbucks not want that? It might seem
They
crazy,
don't give a
but it's
shit.
not so crazy when you consider what they were really trying to do here, which is create their own little Black Friday moment. And I'm
Yes, that's exactly what I was getting at. You think the people that buy gacha skins or buy gachas, they get so crazy when the thing gets like re-released that they're going to get even more attention and more FOMO if they decide to release the Bear Cup again.
talking about real Black Friday.
One of my friends worked at Best Buy in school. I think they were 17 or 18 years old. They actually have like a prep room for like how to deal with customers. Like, yeah, you'd get a job at Best Buy at the local mall and they would like have like a brief room and like how to handle situations, and you had to. I'm pretty sure it was mandatory. If you worked Black Friday, you had to work the entire day, like the full 12 hours or whatever. Yeah, it's insane. This is probably old too. This is probably like from 2015 or something. Oh my god, Target, yes! Woo! Oh, she's getting trampled. Uh-oh, get up. Survival of the fittest, get trampled. Don't get trampled now. Be careful. Oh my god, yes, consume rabid animals, yes, we're crazy, consume, yes, devour, consume, devour, oh my gosh, look at them fighting. I've never in my life been to a Black Friday event. I've only heard things in passing. I think one of my friends got a black eye in school, and their mom got into a fight. Yeah, I've never been to one. My parents always said it was dumb and stupid. Yeah.
That is gonna go viral, Jerry.
Is that a
Everything you just
store or a
watched is
zoo?
human beings under the influence of two things, at least.
Consumerism. FOMO.
One, a good deal, and two, scarcity.
It's not even a good deal. That's what's fucked up about it. Like, maybe back in like 2010, yeah, you could get like a really good TV for like half price, and it was actually half price. Now, I've noticed for Amazon, I've noticed this too. They'll put things on sale and then re-put it up on sale and then say it's on discount when it's not actually on discount anymore. Yeah, it's not real. The old days of actual discounts, like 60 to 50% off, is kind of over.
Starbucks wanted to make sure
they'll
that they
jack
had
it
this
up and then put the
Black
price
Friday
down.
style rollout for their holiday menu, their drinks, and their bear cup. So what did they do? They made sure that bear cup was scarce. Now Starbucks
Super illegal, by the way. Yeah, and yeah, tell that to Daddy Bezos. Yeah, it's illegal, and
claimed that they stocked the shelves with these bears.
They don't give
but
a fuck.
we know from the clips of people lining up that there was no bears anywhere. Even if you got there at 4 a.m., there were no bear cups.
It's literally 4:05 in the morning, and I'm on my way to Starbucks for a bear cup. We got here before you guys did.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hi guys, welcome. Do you have the glass beer? You only have one.
we only have one. Oh my god, is she gonna dash ahead and like, or is this woman gonna go out and like face Dora and like push her aside? If I don't see that, I'm gonna be disappointed.
You're lying.
Behind me, there was like 20 more people that everyone started like freaking out. Nothing comes between me and my sleep. So for me to get up at 3:30 this morning, I thought that,
Except a plastic glass cup. Nothing gets between me and my sleep except a plastic glass cup. Chat, we as humans used to be hunters and gatherers, and we would bring home kills like, you know, saber-toothed tigers, bring down mammoths, go out in the middle of the night and then like cook so that we could survive. Within thousands of years of this happening, we've devolved into waking up in the middle of the night to go get a glass plastic cup. This is a kill? What do you mean? This is more impressive than any mammoth. Okay. You're right. Oh my god. Yes, we're the consumers. Yeah, this is a first world problem. There's people starving out there and people are fighting over a stupid glass cup.
if I was the first 5 people online, I would have got one.
And even the baristas themselves say that there were no bear cups from the very beginning. A barista actually
getting a rare
posted
item
the
is more
apology
impressive.
on Reddit and circled it saying, "This is a lie." Actually, specifically, they titled the post, "No, you didn't, burrito boy." And at first I didn't get it, but as I kept reading, I realized that they were referencing Starbucks CEO, new CEO, Brian Nickel, who actually left Chipotle and I think Taco.
That's good. No, you didn't, burrito boy, because he went from Chipotle to Taco Bell to Starbucks. That's funny. That's clever. I like that one. I thought it was like a reference to like, wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? And then
Bell to become Starbucks CEO. He's a very controversial CEO too because he's been shaking things up big time. Just a couple of months ago, he actually shut down Starbucks locations, laying off thousands of people. So he's not really a fan favorite.
yeah, he's a CEO. He loves money. He loves money.
With Starbucks employees. But anyway, back to the post. Check out this proof that there was never any Starbucks bear cups. My store received a single bear cup and our store manager hid it in his car and then paid for it after it launched. So the court has determined this to be a big old lie.
Yes, I've reaped the benefits of being a Starbucks manager. I got the single bear cup. Let's go! Now I gotta go bring it home to my family, and we're gonna put it on a shelf.
Most stores got 2 to 3 bears if they even received that. They clearly could have made more if they tried. Our store got 1 bear.
This was a social experiment by the burrito boy. There's no other explanation to it.
Please be so for real, Brian. Not a single store in our district received bear cups. Not one. At this point, I'm convinced it's a social experiment.
Yeah, probably.
I talked to 3 stores. They said they got 2 each and were sold out within 5 minutes of opening. Some drive-through only stores got none. Why?
I actually thought about this. You know how in MMOs you can like reserve your name, and that's like a good way for the MMO developer to gauge how many people are going to be there at launch? This is like this is a more fucked up experiment because you want to see how much capacity you need and how much demand you need in order to create this like FOMO of like, oh man, I gotta reserve my name. Oh, let's go. And like you go and reserve your name and it counts like as a player. Yeah, it's a different type of like social data gathering.
Why does this man want customers to hate their baristas so bad, bro? Why is he lying? Yeah. We literally got 2 and a single man known for reselling bought both. I can't even call this a scam like I usually would.
That guy got there sooner than everyone else.
But this is just straight up evil. So yeah, Starbucks had no cups, provably right from the beginning, yet kept hyping up the launch day with things like big day tomorrow. And well, now you might think, okay, well, maybe Starbucks is just dumb. Maybe they just didn't plan well enough. Maybe they had no idea how popular this bear cup would be. But guess what? There is no way that's true either. Not to this degree. I mean, just 2 years ago, Starbucks launched a collab with
Stanley. I told you, I talked about this a year ago.
This big pink Valentine's Day cup, and people were camping out for that too. And as far as I know, Stanley sells pink cups year round. But this Starbucks limited edition version was enough to have people camping out. Up at 4 a.m. again, freaking out and clearing the shelves of this cup. Even Starbucks normal holiday cups, I'm talking about their paper cups that they serve their drinks in, somehow create this sort of feral effect in people every year. People are—
what the fuck? What?
Aren't camping out at this point. But the day that they switch from their normal everyday cups, drink cups, to their holiday drink cups is a whole thing. But guess what?
I feel like I'm living on a different planet. Am I arrogant for thinking like this? I've never, like, even when I was like 16 years old and I had like maybe $40 for like, you know, buying stuff, I would buy 1 league skin, maybe 1 league skin every month for a champion that I really wanted to play. Or I'd buy McDonald's with my friends. That's literally all I would spend it on. Yeah, like, I never had this desire to, like, fling myself into, like, FOMO or, like, doing anything. Like, not even remotely. I always thought this was really weird.
We could even take this one step further. That person at the very beginning, the Reddit post that I quoted where it said, Starbucks had the numbers for this. That person was right. Because every single year around the holiday season, Starbucks sells another item that sells out. I'm talking about their red cups.
If you order from a list of handcrafted holiday beverages, you get a free limited edition 16-ounce reusable red cup.
Wow.
Offer is available while supplies last.
Now, they've been doing this for years now, but one of the first few years that they did this, look what happened. Starbucks stores are running out of reusable red cups on first day of holiday
2018. This is before COVID, too.
November 2nd, 2018.
Look at that.
Starbucks fans may need to scour several locations if they want to find the cafe's new reusable red cup. Coffee drinkers took to Twitter on Friday to complain that they were having trouble securing the elusive new cup at their local stores and had to resort to going to a number of different locations before finding one. So yeah, people were freaking out over a free plastic red cup back in 2018. A cup that was literally just red. Probably cost like 1 cent to make. Yes, you got a holiday drink with it, but what's the value of that? Like $4. For this, people were getting up early. They were driving all over their cities. They were literally searching and scouring their cities just to get their free cup and drink. In other words, I
work at a Target. It's become a yearly tradition to want people watch how feral people go for these cups in the store. If I had a 9-to-5 job again, and if I was working at Target, I would make it like a game, like a bingo card. oh, look, Cindy gouged this chick's eyes out for the cup. Or, oh, look, Cindy tripped over another chick to get to the cup on the stand over there. Oh, is it 4 a.m.? Okay, that's another tick. All right. Oh, I almost have a bingo. Ooh. What's going to happen next?
No way that Starbucks just literally had we didn't have any idea. We guessed wrong. So yeah, Starbucks literally has data on this shit, okay? Yeah, there is no chance on planet Earth that they had no idea. Starbucks has run this exact playbook before. It's part of their brand. And they definitely also have AI forecasting now where they can guess at different scenarios. They have historical data. They could at least have made a better guess. But they didn't because they did this on purpose. If you lined up at 4 a.m. and you didn't get a bear, you got played. Big time. And there's another layer to this too. The Hello Kitty layer. So another thing that Starbucks did here.
Okay, one thing though, I did love Hello Kitty when I was a kid, but I was only 5. These like 35-year-old women that like want to relive their like 25-year-old childhood, like cash me outside.
Was they launched a Hello Kitty collaboration on the same day. Oh, to me,
I loved Hello Kitty when I was a kid.
They were taking absolutely no chances. Starbucks wanted the collectors out in full force. And if somehow the bear wasn't going to seal the deal, if maybe people didn't like the bear, right? Then Hello Kitty was right there to make sure that the shelves were cleaned out. Now, if you don't know, Hello Kitty is like a major collector's item. A quick YouTube search shows tons of people with tons of different collections of all shapes and sizes. This is such a popular character
it's
that
from
you
Hong
even
Kong,
have
if I
tons of
remember
super
correctly.
fans like this.
Honestly based. I had a Hello Kitty pillow. Oh, and I had luggage. Based!
And also like this.
I had a plastic luggage case that I lugged onto, so my parents liked to hike, and I actually dragged the plastic toy case all the way up the mountain, and my parents were really proud of me because I'm really obsessed with Hello Kitty at the time when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and I dragged it all the way up the mountain. You know, it's not the same as this, but you know.
Let's take a look. Okay, come on in. This is a Booties Required custom-made temperature control Hello Kitty present.
As this video continues, it concludes also with some videos of other people that are in her club called the Hello Kitty Babes of Southern California. They've got Hello Kitty nails. They've got Hello Kitty tattoos.
Oh my
The journalist
God.
is like, how often is it that you're on the hunt for Hello Kitty items?
It's on a daily basis. It's on a daily basis.
Crazy.
So yeah, you put out Hello Kitty items. People have marked their calendars. People have got their tents. They are coming to your store the moment that it opens.
Yeah.
The narrative that Starbucks had no idea
that.
is insane. It's a bold-faced lie. But why?
Warhammer, I mean, everybody's got their hobbies. You spend your money how you want to.
What happens when all these people line up and then there's none to go around? First off, the videos that are created and then shared to social media get attention. Do you think a video of someone going to Starbucks, getting up early and going to Starbucks to get a bear and then successfully getting a bear is interesting to some people, but to many more people, it's a lot more interesting if you get your ass up and you don't get a bear. And if you have hundreds of people getting up early and not getting a bear, that's very interesting, especially if in the interim, there's anger, there's fights, a bear breaks.
Oh,
and then when people do get it, they're squealing because they got the only one. So now you have thousands of people.
And also they're tired, so they're in a coffee shop and they want to have their coffee because they're pissed and they're tired.
Sharing your promotion online for free. Sharing your brand online for free. Everyone talking
Viral
about
marketing,
it. Plus,
baby!
Saying, what are they saying? They're saying Starbucks is so popular. People love Starbucks items so much that they are selling things out even when they get up at 4 a.m. to go line out. And now they have all these people who are interested in Starbucks. Think about all the eyes around the world even that became interested in Starbucks during this moment. Plus, now people are going to go into Starbucks the rest of the holiday season hoping to buy a bear. And while they're there, they'll maybe buy a drink. They'll maybe buy one of those little stoppers that they made. Starbucks
And the
has
Hello
so many
Kitty
different moves that they can make for the rest of the season. They already teased that they're going to have more exciting items coming. They also have more people than even were interested in at the launch now interested in buying this bear that's so popular that it's sold out. But yeah, the ball is now in Starbucks court. They have created these Black Friday conditions. People think their brand is hot and they want to buy their stuff. Overall, pretty douchey move, but
Starbucks used to be mega viral more so for their drinks. Now they're doing it with merchandise because they've fallen off so hard.
That nefarious. Is it nice?
I'm glad I just go to a coffee shop.
Yes. But that's kind of just marketing, right? I mean, as long as no one is Black Friday style trampled, then it's not that big of a deal. But there definitely were two groups of people who got the short end of the stick. First up, the Starbucks super fan. There were some people really sad about this. And it is kind of sad to think about, like, Starbucks' biggest fan getting up all early, all excited. This is the person who was the most disappointed and let down by the whole thing. So if you're a brand or a company, not the nicest move to your customers. It definitely is sad to just think about the person who's like, I love you, Starbucks. You're my favorite. I just love your holiday drinks. I like your cups. And I got up all early to go get that bear cup because I just want to drink all my holiday drinks in it. And Starbucks is just like, too bad, bitch. We don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah, because they care about money.
Plan, okay? This was a publicity stunt and you fell.
People wouldn't even boycott Starbucks over political reasons and saying that they need to be boycotted for, like, the Israel-Palestine stuff. You really think they're gonna give it up after they get fucked over and they don't get their bear cup? You will be sorely mistaken, okay? These white women, they do not care. They want to get their Starby, they want their bear cup. Nothing's gonna stop them.
Hard, idiots. Thanks for making my stock go up, fool. Go buy one for $400 on eBay.
Yes!
I don't care. Now, the second group of people and the people who were affected the most by this were the people who work at Starbucks. Beyond it being just annoying to have to deal with this constant influx of questions, there is the issue of harassment. A lot of people were literally blaming the baristas for what had happened.
Because they're stupid.
There were some clips of customers being rude.
I just work here, man. Like, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to make coffee for angry white Karens. And this is how I get treated. I feel bad for them. I really do. I do.
Do not harass the baristas over the bear cups. People were literally taking their anger out on the people who work there, as some unhinged people tend to do. And this can actually be truly risky. I mean, did you guys see what happened at McDonald's the other day? This lady is about to throw a cup of hot coffee at an employee because she was mad that McDonald's breakfast was over. People...
Dude, doesn't McDonald's do breakfast until like 1 o'clock or something? I need to look this up. When does McDonald's breakfast end? Oh, it ends at 11? That's still really late, man. Not anymore. I thought it was until 1. I thought it was 10:30. It's 10 or 11. Okay, I didn't know that.
People are unhinged.
That's still really late.
Who work at your company take the brunt when you make controversial decisions. All for publicity.
And it's hot too. Oh my god, that poor person.
Looking through everything about this, I was
my god,
because she was mad that McDonald's breakfast
look at that.
Was over.
Hold on.
People are unhinged, and the people who work at your company take the brunt when you make controversial decisions.
That was hot coffee. Ouch. Yikes, man. That's assault. Yeah, but pouring hot coffee on someone, that's assault. I hope they press charges. That poor
through
person.
Everything about this, I was really surprised that more people didn't see it for what it was. Most people I saw on social media were just so confused and were like, guys, how did you guys like plan this so badly? You guys left a lot of money on the table. But this is marketing. This kind of stuff is happening all the time. And I think being aware of how companies manipulate us and change our behavior is so important in this day and age of rampant behavioral addictions, including shopping. We're getting pushed, we're getting pulled, we're getting played 24/7. And it's so helpful to be able to see it for what it is. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
I hate consumerism. Yippee. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, this just reminded me how much I hate consumerism. Oh my god, you can sell an idiot anything. If hot coffee gets thrown at me, it's fair game. I really do feel bad for the baristas, because some people, they just need a job. Like, it's not like they really enjoy it. Like, they're just making money to get by, and then you get hot coffee thrown at you, get screamed at by a Karen. Nah, give me the hell out of here.